Guys, I don't think I've ever recorded myself doing my own hair on my channel, but that's what I'm going to do today. I did boho locks with extra curls for the first time. What you're going to need is a hair hook, something to place the hair on, a comb, and I use Trendy Tresses, Deep Divine Curls, and Angelic Wave. I've had these bundles for 5 years and they're still in amazing condition, and I just thought I might as well use it for this style. I used Marley hair, bought it from the beauty supply store, I can't remember which brand it is. And then I cut the hair from the tracks. I cut the Marley hair in half first actually, and then I separated it into smallish pieces, and then I placed it on the stand. And it's very self-explanatory why I'm doing this. It's just for easy access, to make the process a lot quicker and smoother, and just for simplicity. Now I am going to part my hair into 4 sections, and then I plait each section and then put it out of the way. I think parting and sectioning the hair makes the process so much more quicker and so much more easy, and makes it easy for you to navigate the hairstyle and to know what you're doing. So that's why I've done that. Usually when I do like box braids or anything like that, I don't do that, but this is a game changer. Like, it literally made my life so much more easier. So now I'm going to go to each quarter, and then I split that section into, I think, 4 or 3 vertical sections. So each quarter that I made, I split that into 4 or 3 vertical sections. This all depends on how big you want your locks to be. I didn't want to sit down all day for a week doing my hair. So guys, my parts are huge. They're huge. So what I do is I part the first section, and then I take a piece of the Marley hair, and then I braid it into my hair to make a single plait, but I only plait it to where my natural hair ends. That's important. I only plaited it up to where my natural hair. Did I even plait it to where my natural hair ends? Actually, I feel like I didn't. I feel like I did it just a bit above where my natural hair ends actually, because I wanted the hair to have more curly than locks. I wanted it to be curly than locks. So I didn't actually plait it to where my hair ends. I just plaited it like halfway. So that's how big my parts are, guys. And they don't need to be perfect. Well, for me, they didn't need to be perfect. Then I began to cut the human hair off the tracks. I then used the stand again to place the hair, again, just for easy access, to make the process a lot more quicker, and so that, it's just easy for me to do. Now I'm separating the Marley hair, but this time I didn't cut it into half. I've just split it at its full length, which is roughly 22 inches or so. As you can see, it's not the simplest to split, but we move. It is what it is. I put one side all the human hair, the other side the Marley hair. Very simple, very straight to the point, very easy access. Okay, let's move on to the actual locks. So I did go ahead and start off my hair just so I could get into the swing of things. It's my first time doing it, and I just wanted to make sure I knew what I was doing before I started recording it. So let's go through the breakdown of what I do. So as you know, we plaited with the Marley hair halfway through my hair. I then took a piece of the human hair. I have 2 different curl patterns, by the way, loose and tighter. So I take a loose or tighter curl, and then I braid it into the hair. So I basically continued the plait. Braided it into my hair, and I didn't braid it all the way down. This time I only braided it to where my natural hair ends. So again, it depends on how much curly hair you want. If you want only a little bit of curly hair, braid it more. If you want more curly hair, stop where your natural hair ends. After that, I take my crochet hook, and then I place the Marley hair at the root of the lock. And as you can see, I make sure that it's split into 2, and I have one longer and one shorter section. I then begin to wrap the hair on itself. That's all I'm doing here. I'm literally just wrapping the hair on itself. That's how I form the lock. Yeah, the process can be time consuming, which is why I did the locks really big and just made sure I would have loads of curls in it so that the hair doesn't look boneless. You know, do you know what I mean? Like, boneless hair is not cute. So the more curls, if you're gonna do really big parts, you need loads of curls so the hair just looks a bit fuller. So anyway, I just wrap all the way down. I basically just wrap down all the way to the top of the curly hair. And then if there's like any more Marley hair left, I wrap it back on top of itself. I hope this makes sense, but I feel like what I'm doing is very self-explanatory. I think it's clear what I'm doing. So yeah, like I said, I basically now start wrapping the leftover Marley hair on top of itself. I don't cut it because then the Marley hair will most likely become loose and unravel, and you want to maintain that tension throughout so that the hair is nice and secure. After I've done that, I take the lock in 2 hands and I rub it together. That creates friction and basically makes the hair sturdy. Now we're going to start adding the curly pieces. So again, I go in with my crochet needle. You're going to put it anywhere you want. I put it there because that's where I felt like I wanted to add a curly piece. So I'm taking another human hair. I think I took a looser curl this time, and I just leave a little bit of hair and make sure the longer part of the curly hair is there. I then take a piece of Marley hair, literally a thin piece, and then I wrap that short piece of hair around the lock. That is how I keep that curl in place. I know some people use nail glue, which I attempted to do, but that nail glue was so strong and I don't know what kind of long-lasting effects that will have on me. So I was like, let me just do it manually. So I just take a thin piece of Marley hair and wrap that short piece of hair around the lock, and look how sturdy that is. So I'm pulling it so you guys can see that it's in place, it's tight, it's not going anywhere. By the way, I filmed this video like a month ago. I still have these locks in and these curly pieces are still in my hair. Like, none of them came loose. So yeah, it works. So this is the hair. By the way, guys, this is the next day because yeah, I was tired. I did the first section and then the next day I came back, put in all the curly pieces because yeah, I was tired. I was sat there in my robe doing it all day. But yeah, we're done. And then I think I went back and just added more curly pieces. And then this is the next day, you know, I beat my face. Please ignore my white shorts underneath. Beat my face. I cut the hair a little bit. I regret doing that though because I clearly didn't cut it like properly. And then yeah, the hair's cute. In hindsight, could have been a little less boneless. Could have done the parts a little smaller. But it's cute, and the older it's gotten, like I said, I've had it in for over a month. The older it's gotten, the better, the more natural it looks. And yeah, I really like it. The curls, because they're human, they're not tangling, but you do have to make sure that you're combing the hair regularly or naturally it is going to tangle. But yeah, guys, and the styles are effortless. It's not heavy. Usually when I do locks, it's so heavy on my head. These are so light, so like flowy. I can do so much with it, and that's exactly what I wanted.